what's going on? We're getting weird and wacky today with top 10 weird and wacky houseplants. So let's check them out. Okay, let's get started with number 1. And just before I grab number 1, I'm gonna be like straight up and real with you guys. So I'm struggling with this plant. I've had this plant for a while, and me and him have been fighting. But this is a Madagascar Palm. He's weird. He's got new little babies right there. Very cool growth, and if you can hear that, a prickly body. So cool. I really like him, and I want him to do well. When I first brought him home, I actually put a bag over his head, and that went well. He started to put out this new little growth, as you can see there, about this much since I've purchased him about 5-6 months ago. So one of my favorites, but we fight constantly, but I like the challenge. So yeah, Madagascar Palm, number 1. Number 2, look at this guy. He's a beast. He's gonna bite ya. He's gonna get ya. So cool, so aggressive looking. Love it. Yeah, really just one of my favorites, but I keep him back a ways so nobody can get hurt. So he's a Nodocactus turocanthus. So number 2. Number 3 is a Euphorbia. So he's a caput medusa, also known as a medusa's head. So extremely cool. Looks like little fingers coming up out of the ground. Very succulent in nature, very seldom watered, but if I was to see this out walking, growing in its natural habitat, you would think maybe it's worms or... So neat. So neat. So number 3. Okay, number 4, we're going to go with an Aglaonema. And a lot of people know this is a pretty common, popular houseplant, and quite hardy, really, in my opinion. But the pink is brilliant, right? Like, it's so different from anything that I've really seen. And the stem, like, if the camera can pick that up, how beautiful the stem is, especially the new leaves. They're so vibrant. Absolutely beautiful. So Aglaonema, and this one I've only had for a couple of months, and it's put on substantial growth. So 1, 2, 3, 4 leaves at least. So Aglaonema, number 4. Number 5 is my Moonshine Croton. Very sweet, dainty. I've had multiple fights with this plant. As you can see here, he was trying to die, but even this little arm's got new growth. So, kind of a bitchy plant, honestly, like, bitchy. So, but I love him just the same. I find him very pretty, and his polka dots on his leaves are just something else. You see that? But really weird. Like, almost in other plants you would think that this dotting is something that's a deficiency, right? But really sweet. And I hope he keeps doing well. And I have him in a really moderate light. Number 6 is my chocolate fingers. So cool. I love this plant. He just about made it onto my favorite cacti and succulents by the smell. Okay. He was in full bloom when I got him. I fell in love with him, and he is in the cotyloidin species. Hopefully I said that one right. So yeah, chocolate fingers. Whoa. Number 6. Okay, number 7, we're going to go with the air plant. So this is called a xerographica. So this is what's known as an epiphyte, right? So instead of drawing water from its root base, it more so is in its natural habitat attached to a tree, right? So the rain will trickle down. You can tell how passionate I am about this. And it'll soak up its water through its body itself, right? And then it'll dry with the wind. And I just really enjoy him. I am struggling with him a little bit. He's got some dry ends. I've had him for quite some time though, and then I noticed as I was looking closer at him that all of this is new growth. Right in there, those little new fang looking structures. Yeah, so I really, really like him. I think this is what got me into air plants. So this guy is also in the medusa head family. In fact, he could be a smaller baby of the medusa head here. But I don't think so because he's got this hand. But what I mean by hand is more of a base structure. That could be abnormality, but I don't think so. So he's really got a nice like finger presentation again, as do a lot of euphorbias. And I just really enjoy like the texture he has, and he's got new growth all around the top, which is exciting to see. I didn't even notice that until now, honestly, you guys. I didn't look that close at him. And of course I had to plant style him up with the little plant feet. Yes, once he gets a little bigger it'll be. But I also want to include a picture of some of the medusa heads online. Okay, number 10. Fuzzy prickly pear. Isn't he so cool? He's so neat. He has such fur on him like I haven't seen other than the old man cactus. He's a really quick grower. He's just been really hardy for me and doing really well. And I've really enjoyed him. And he's also a friendly cactus. You can pet him and he's just fine with it. So definitely one of my favorites. So that concludes the 10 weird and wacky houseplants. I hope you guys enjoyed them just as much as I do. Tune in next time, hit that like and subscribe, and take really good care. And we'll see you again. Bye! Now, if there is pickles.